Welcome back to Parenting in Diaspora, and today's episode is being done by my sister, Dr. Bola Oyorinde, and myself. We are talking about the 10 most powerful ways that mothers can impact their children. And this part 2 is going to discuss the other 5 points. So thanks for watching.
Alrighty, the sixth point we're making on this video today is that as mothers, we must always pray for our children. We will not be perfect mothers, but we must be praying mothers. In fact, we should have been praying for our children before they were even conceived. But if you have not been able to do that, you just need to begin to pray for your children at whatever age they are right now. It is one of the most powerful things we can do for our children. When our children were off to college, I know that by the grace of God, I was able to pray with each one for the first year at least 5 times a week. And even now, as young adults, I still have a scheduled time once a week that I pray with each one of them. And it still brings you together, it makes you closer, and they're able to share with you their personal issues, their prayer requests, and you're able to join them in prayer. This is a very, very powerful point. To be praying for our children. It doesn't matter how old they are right now. It's never too late to begin to pray for our children. And by the grace of God, we'll record a lot of testimonies.
So we need to nurture our children, give them emotional support, be the shoulder for them to cry on. So no matter what our children have been through, no matter how horrible they feel, no matter what has happened to them, no matter how down and trodden they've been, no matter how beaten they have been, they need to know that when they come to mom, they're going to get that warm embrace, they're going to get that hug, they're going to get that understanding, they're going to get that love. We need to be that for our children. We need to be like their refuge. You know, God is our hiding place, but we need to represent Him on earth by being the physical, presence for our children and just be the refuge and the comfort that they need.
The 8th point we want to make today on this video is that as mothers, we must learn to observe our children. Right from when they're little, you need to learn to observe them. What are the likes of the child? What are the dislikes? What are the natural skills? What are the natural talents? It takes observation to know those things. We have the example of Mary, the mother of Jesus. The Bible records that when Jesus was a baby and people came from all over the world, the then known world, to see him, she pondered all those things in her heart. And I also have the privilege of spending a lot of time with my 6-year-old niece, and I've observed that she's a helper. She likes to help people. When she sees a need, she moves right in, and she uses the word help. Big mommy, let me help you do that. And I see her helping her dad. So if we take time to observe our children, we can guide them in the right path to lead them to a life of purpose and a life of destiny, instead of compelling them to do something that they are not really wired to do. So I would encourage us strongly to learn to observe our children. It's not even too late. Even if your kids are little, they are grown, they are teenagers, it's not too late to observe your children.
And the number 9 point is that we need to give to our children the inseparable twin of unconditional love and discipline. And love for our children needs to be unconditional. And love must not be tied to who they are, what they look like, what they do, how they make us feel. We just have to love them unconditionally. And part of loving our children is disciplining them in the right way. Obviously, there's a right and wrong way to discipline. But if you discipline your child the right way, then you are showing them your love because you are preparing them for a future where they're not going to be afraid, where they're going to be able to step into their place, where they're going to be successful if they are disciplined children. The Bible says, train your child and your child will grant you peace. So if we want our children to even give us peace in the future and to have peace themselves, then we must love them unconditionally and discipline them. And I'll say at this point, there's also an African adage that says the good child is the father's and the bad child is the mother's. And they say that because it's very easy for a father to embrace and claim a child that is accomplished. That's my daughter, that's my son. They may not be so eager to point to a child who is not doing so well, but for us as mothers, it must be different. Regardless of what our child is going through right now, or at any point in time, regardless of whether or not they are doing well, they're having challenges, that's always your child, and we must be there for them.
And finally today, the 10th point is, as mothers, we must be real with our children. We must be authentic. We must be willing to be their role models. We must be willing to set good examples. I always tell my children that authentic is my middle name, and I need to be myself because everybody else is taken. I know I saw that quote somewhere. Well, I need to be myself because everybody else is taken. And I always remember the example of Princess Diana, who came into royalty with all their rules and regulations. But she just appeared to break them all, to be herself, to be her authentic self. In the way she raised her boys, it was as if she knew she had only a short time with them because she died too soon. She was only 39 when she died, but she had put so much into those boys in being real, in being true to themselves, in being true to who they are, in being, tolerant of other people. I remember she was one of the first celebrities back then to hold a child that was dying of AIDS. And it was after that that most other celebrities were doing the same. We can see the lives of Prince Harry and Prince William right now out there raising their own children, hands-on. So I just want to encourage us as mothers, let's be real. Let's be real with our children. Let's be authentic. Even our own mistakes, even our own shortcomings, it will be well with us.
So Diana changed the monarchy forever.
Absolutely.
I know you say that. So thank you so much for watching. We're hoping that you have learned something new and that you have found reinforcement in what you've been doing, that you're going to continue doing. And we also want to encourage you that it's never too late. Even if you haven't been doing these things, you can start. No matter how old your child is, you can do this. You can always pray for them. You can always be there for them as a support. We can always be truthful. We can always do a lot of these things at whatever age. We are blessed to have had a mother that actually exemplified a lot of these virtues, and it has helped us, and we hope that this video has helped you. Thanks again for watching this video. Until next time, God bless.
See you later.
Bye.